everyone, this is Yana Smakula for SimonsSTM.com, and today I have a fall card to share showcasing a gorgeous floral layering stamp set from WPlus9. Here's a quick look at this beautiful Saying Hi STAMPtember exclusive collaboration stamp set from WPlus9 and Simon Says Stamp. I went ahead and pre-stamped all of the images from this set onto a piece of scrap paper. I'm actually going to keep this paper with my stamp set for future reference to remember how to layer these images. I stamped most of these images twice, as I had this idea to use my colored pencils to add some shading to each image to make it look more detailed, I guess. Nothing too special, just a little bit of pencil shading here and there. You can see most of my images side by side with and without the pencil detail, and in case you're wondering what those numbers are, those are the numbers of the Polychromos pencils from Faber-Castell that I used for adding details to my images, and I'll show you that in detail later on in this video. Even though this is not a fall stamp set specifically, I am inspired by all the beautiful fall colors around me in nature these days, and I wanted to create a fall card with the help of these images. You can use these for pretty much 3 different seasons by just changing the colors of your flowers and leaves. I'm starting by stamping a sentiment first. Hello, I just wanted to say hi, in brown ink, and this is Chocolate Brown by Simon Says Stamp, and I'm stamping this in the center of my panel. I'm going for a landscape card today. Next, I have already selected several red, orange, and yellow ink pad colors from both Simon Says Stamp and Hero Arts, and I'm going to use those to stamp my floral arrangements to the left and to the right of my stamped sentiment. I'm starting with watermelon for the base layer of this flower, and then using lipstick red for the detail layer. These are ridiculously easy to align, and you can even offset them on purpose to have a little bit of white show on your finished piece. Next, I'm using clementine and orange slush colors for identical but slightly smaller flowers. For the leaves, I'm using Hero Arts Ombre ink pad, and I'm making sure to ink my leaves so they stamp on both orange and yellow inks. It took me several attempts to figure out the best colors to use for this card to make it look like an actual fall project and not just a regular card with red and orange flowers. And having my leaves stamped in non-green ink was actually the key. The minute you switch that green ink pad to red, orange, yellow, or brown, or a mix of those colors, your floral arrangement starts looking like a beautiful arrangement for fall. Next, I use Duckling and Sunshine ink for this other flower, and you'll notice that I'm trying to have a similar but not identical arrangements on both sides of my sentiment. I'm using the same elements in the same colors and positioning them somewhat similarly, but not identically. I'm using the same Ombre Autumn ink pad for the stem of the little flower cluster. I really don't want to use any green for this card. I'm stamping the flowers in watermelon and using lipstick red for the detail at the top. I'm going to add a few more ombre leaves. I'm using a smaller single leaf image here. And I also want to stamp this smaller flower in pink using Rosy Cheeks and Teeny Bikini colors. You wouldn't think that pink is a fall color, but these two blended really nicely here with the rest of the fall colors that I used for my card. I also stamped some additional leaf branches, again using that same Ombre Autumn ink pad from Hero Arts. And lastly, I used a tiny dot clusters that were actually intended to be used as flower centers for the first 2 flowers that I stamped. I stamped them in lipstick red here and there, filling my clusters in and making them look a little bit fuller. Just because a stamp set is meant to be used as a flower center, it doesn't mean you can't use it differently. The stamp set also has 2 little birds to it, so I stamped one in watermelon for the body of the bird and lipstick red for the wing, as well as dark chocolate for the beak and the feet. You can angle the wing any way you like, and you can align it with the body of the bird or have it go outside the body like I have it here. A lot of WPlus9 layering stamp sets are like this. They give you the creative freedom in terms of layering and do not require you to do absolutely precise and perfect layering. Layered imperfections is actually what makes these stamped images awesome and pretty unique. Once my stamped background was finished, I decided I wanted to add some scored detail to the background. I've been using this technique for a year now, and I really love it. It's simple, yet very effective for one layer or clean and simple cards. Here I'm using my Teflon bone folder and a scoring board to add score lines every every half of an inch on my background. I'm avoiding areas with the stamping, and I'm breaking my scoring not to go over it. I'm using a Martha Stewart scoring board. Sadly, this one is no longer available, but there are many other great products on the market that allow you to score your card bases or add scoring like this to a background on your card. And I highly recommend having a scoring tool in your card stash. It's one of the most used tools for card makers. I've adhered my background onto an A2 landscape top folding card base. I grabbed my pencils and I started adding shading to my stamped images. This is by all means completely optional, and you can skip doing this, but I already had my pencils out as I seem to color with them almost daily now. I love to color with them, even if it's just adding simple details like this. So I went ahead and used them to add beautiful and unique details to my stamped images. I used Polychromos pencils by Faber-Castell. I love those because they sharpen nicely without breaking, and that was especially important here where I was adding details to rather small images. Lastly, I decided to embellish this card using several gold sequins, and I simply adhered several here and there, mostly overlapping my stamping. So here is a closer look at this fall card created using WPlus9 STAMPtember exclusive collaboration stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. This set is available for a limited time only, and once it sells out, it will be gone. So be sure to grab it if you like it. It can be used nearly all year round by simply using different colors of ink for these flowers and leaves. I hope you guys will give this idea a try. If you do make a card inspired by this video, we'd love it if you shared your project online and tagged us on social media. We always enjoy seeing what you make. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet done so. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you tomorrow for another STAMPtember exclusive. Bye!